Hello, 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 and good day. Happy Tuesday. How how's it going? if you oh look at if you don't know me, I have some sticky notes behind me that I didn't see. Things that you see in the camera. So hi everyone. Hello, hello. Right, so today this is the Tuesday live 1 p.m. Eastern. My name is Evelina Hovic, and this is really more of a casual conversation about what's up. I share stories, manifestation, tips, thoughts, and answer your questions. I do have something to share today, and I also there was a question that was sent to me, and I would like to just give you some thoughts on that. So if you are joining me live, come and say hello, and we'll just get going in a second. Okay, just yeah. Okay, all right. So hope you and yours are well and safe, and taking one day at a time. That would be a suggestion. Stay in the present moment. Enjoy what you can, find gratitude, and just just breathe and be in the present moment. This is really, I am just being very aware, and my intuition is really kind of more in tune with what I know to be my truth and what I know not to be my truth, because there's so much information thrown at us at the moment, and it's been a while that we exposed to a lot of information, but now it seems like we only open to the online, well, mostly to the online medium, and it's just a lot going on. And at the same time, I am more in tune with what is my truth and what is not my truth, and how you always know what's your truth when it feels good. And I'm not saying that everything that is going to come into our life is going to feel good, but there's a difference between being totally, like when you feel your energy going completely down, to hear something that is thought-provoking and makes you think and gives you that power or gives you that energy to look for the solution and look for what feels good. Because the solutions, the outcomes, when you're in the state of receiving the solutions, it's always going to feel good. Interesting on that, the vibration of the question and the vibration of the solution are completely two different vibrations. So if you're staying constantly if you are in the state where the question is formed, it's fine. It's like, but when you fixate on the question of the problem, or the problem the question, then you're not open to hearing the solutions. So switching from the state of questioning, switching from the state of the problem to being open to the solution is a completely different vibration. And if you're not going to switch to that vibration, you're not going to receive the solution. So be aware of what your state is. And all it takes is really a question and an intention to be open to the solution, as opposed to fixating and repeating and dwelling on the problem. But really, which it leads me to the thoughts that I wanted to share today, is that it's absolutely more clear than ever that change starts with you. Change starts with every single one of us, and if you want to see the change, you got to be that change. To be the light, be the love, be the person of optimism, of enlightenment, like bringing light to others, encouragement, and being part of the solution, being part of the my favorite coach, Janet Hunter, always says you can either be a part of the problem or a part of the solution. If you lead with light, if you lead with love, you will attract more of those things, more of those people that will be on that same plane. And as what your vibration changes, as your energy increases, then also you will be open to solutions. So I've shared before that I have experience in the communism regime, and I lived in Israel many years in a state of war. And it's interesting that even though and it's just not even about those kind of critical situations, but let's imagine that we talk about something that could be problematic, and even though the events may be, it's the same event that a lot of people are going through, every single person is going to have a different experience. Every single person. As it is right now, there are families that are struggling. There are families that are finding absolutely loving being with their kids at home. There's no right or wrong, and it's not at all to say that I don't hear the people. I don't hear people that have challenges these days and suffering or not well. I'm totally respecting, and I hear you, and I always will be sending love. And I think the biggest gift we can give anybody is our belief in their us believing in their wellness, is their recovery, in their success. So this is the best we can do. It's not going down to the same vibration of the problem. It's more being that solid body of light, knowing that the person can figure it out, the person can heal, the person can succeed, they can get out of whatever challenge they may be, whether it's emotional, financial, health, and so on. So everybody will have a different experience, and that the experience that you're going to have in any situation has everything to do with your mindset, with your how you react, and what your attitude is towards the situation. And if you are focusing on a solution, if you are focusing on an outcome, if you are focusing on what we can do, it's a completely different state of mind than dwelling on a problem and solution and just reiterating what is. It's switching the vibration to what you want and how you want the outcome to look like, and instead of what the current reality may be. Which actually brings me to mention an amazing project that I was a part of, and it's called 1 minute tip. It was 60 tips in 60 minutes from people around the world. And my dear friend Angela Podolsky from Kinesics, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, she put this all together. She led the project, and the video is now out on YouTube. I shared it yesterday on my page, so do check it out. There are amazing collection of people there, and I'm humbled to be a part of it, that share 1 minute tips on what can bring you some light and solutions in current days. So definitely check it out. Anyway, so what I was gonna say is that so focusing on a solution, focusing on changing your vibration to what is wanted as opposed to what is. And be the light, be that energy that people would be gravitating towards for the light and love. And you cannot be angry and loving at the same time. You cannot be frustrated and optimistic. You cannot be scared and positive at the same time. Those two vibrations, they don't exist together. It's a completely different energetic state. So just know, when you're worried, you're not loving. When you are frustrated or when you're angry, you're not in the light and love. There's an energy of void and energy of abundance, and you can either be either or. It's pretty much black and white. You cannot be a little bit of both at the same time. It's not possible. So whenever you're finding yourself, whatever you're going through, check in with yourself. Am I in void, or am I in abundance and light? Where am I? And whatever, depending on that, where you are, you can then switch. And switch can happen instantaneously. It doesn't have to be like saying, oh, well, now I need to work on my life and start doing all those mindset tips and meditations and journaling and all of this. And those are great, but it doesn't mean that the change needs to take a year or 6 months or whatever. Time is a very subjective thing. We can, time can be created, and there's always plenty of time. But it's also interesting that the change can happen instantaneously. Once a decision is made, the change can happen instantaneously. My phone is flashing, and I just looked to turn it off, and it's 1:11. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, hey to 4 and 88 to angel numbers. Anyway, so change can happen instantaneously when you make a decision and just switch your state. Switch your life trajectory can change in an instant when you make that decision to switch your vibration to tune into a different state of mind. Okay, so I hope that resonates. I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so I want to also talk about all the amazing things that are happening, and it's really important to get on this rampage of appreciation, like Abraham Hicks call it. Get onto all the amazing things that are happening today. Yesterday, I saw so many good things. So first of all, I find that even though we are isolated kind of physically, we are more connected. I'm not sure if it's just me or what I'm seeing in my life and in the lives of the ones that come into my world, but we are more connected. We stay more in the present. When we get into our Zoom meetings for dinners, drinks, and just meetings, people are more in the present and don't check their phones that much. I mean, we know, like in a how things used to be when you go to a restaurant and you have a meal and people on their phones and they're not necessarily present. But if I know now people get together, they appreciate it more of that possibility and opportunity to be together, and they're more present with each other on Zoom meetings, which is kind of, or whatever online conferencing that you may be using. So that's pretty interesting. You go to a supermarket when you brave enough to go, and people are more patient and smiling with their eyes, and and it's just there is some sort of sense of camaraderie. And I've heard the people like meeting up with near the aisles of toilet paper and laughing and celebrating. I mean, this is just wonderful. Even I'm saying this, there's so many good things. I have goosebumps. So I saw yesterday some article, and I can't remember which town it was, but a production manager in a theater said he decided there was a street where a lot of elderly people live, and he put like a screen in the middle of the street, and the whole street kind of got together outside, and social distancing, and we're watching something on a big screen. Like all those amazing things that are happening, and sense of community so much stronger. Businesses are pivoting and making things that are in need, whether it's scraps for the hospitals or delivering meals to the health workers. I mean, health care practitioners with nurses and doctors that are helping, and they're on doing, and not just them, like the post office workers and the garbage collectors and all of those jobs that are being so much appreciated these days. How wonderful it is. So get on yourself on that rampage of appreciation of like thinking how many good things. People are singing from balconies and connecting to each other in different ways, and helping neighbors, delivering groceries. All of that stuff is happening. This is beautiful to see that in humanity. I think this is just so wonderful. The birds are singing. The spring is coming. It's just, there is so much goodness. So get yourself on that, seeing the good seeing good in everything. And this is absolutely beautiful. Your world becomes a completely different, takes a different light. And just the more you see the light, the more you focus on the solution, the more you change your vibration, the better your day is, the better your moment is. And every moment by moment, your day is better, your week is better, and your month is better. And you find new friendships, and you find new connections, and you build new relationships, and you have more time to sleep and take care of yourself. And this is all wonderful. This is the pause that is beautiful. And like it seems like everything has changed, but also nothing has changed, because we are still responsible for our own state of mind and state of being. We are responsible for our health. We are responsible for how we react. We're responsible for all of the things that we create in our life. So it's still all the same. All the principles that we always learning, and if you have been in a personal development and manifestation and mindset trainings for over the years, this is what you've been trained for. Use all of your gifts, use all of your knowledge, use all of your connection, spirituality. You may find that your intuition is heightened, that you get more, you can practice your intuition. How does it feel? All of those things are wonderful. So I hope that this is useful, and you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And I will see you again soon. Blessings, love, and light. And light will always prevail. I really do believe that light will always win over any kind of darkness. So be the light, be the love. Lots of love to you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.